Guys, it's me again. I get asked a lot by all of my friends, either that are starting university, going to start university, that if I have any advice for them when it comes to UWC, because I've spoken a lot about them on my main channel, so if you're curious, you can go check it out. All of the conflict and the questions and the issues and the setbacks, it's all there. I thought, you know what, let me just, from what I've experienced and what I know, let me give you some advice. So my first thing would be register on time. Register like as soon as you know that your application has been accepted and that it's round about the time when everyone registers. Make sure that you know exactly when registration is, which should be easy. Just search on Google, put the registration dates and whatnot of that year, and register on time, meaning that in that same week, register as soon as possible. Reason why I say this is because as soon as you register, you get access to whichever modules or subjects are available, and most of the times if you register early, all of the things are open if you're early enough. And unfortunately for me, I had already lost hope that I was going to be accepted. So when I found out I was accepted, that was already I think a week after registration, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of the subjects had already been taken, but luckily for me, the subjects that I ended up taking, I absolutely love them. So win-win. But try to be on time. The biggest thing I would have to say is, anyone else get irritated by the hair like 5 times a day? Make sure that you Google or do research on every single module before you choose them. Reason why I say this is because most of the times we'll choose a subject, we think we know what it's about, and then when we actually go through it in the course, we have no idea what we are doing, and that can cause like real problems, because it's something you didn't want to do. You can't exactly change it immediately. Sometimes you have the option, but sometimes you don't. So yeah, do research, guys. One of the big things I would also say is that like a lot of the stuff can be very unpredictable on campus, and when it comes to things online, I've had a lot of issues, especially with trying to contact tutors like this year itself. Trying to contact tutors, trying to contact lecturers, trying to find out for specific modules or days that I had periods. I basically didn't have that information. So try to get the cell phone number of at least one person in each of your classes, because sometimes like for me, the timetable was so messed up. I didn't have certain periods allocated on my timetable. So yeah, it's better to have contact details of someone that could be in your class. That way, if you have any questions or if you're lost, then you have someone to talk to. One of the biggest things that I can tell you is make sure that you are checking the website that we normally use is called iKamva. Make sure that you check that website every day, or at least every second day if you don't feel like it. Check it every day or every second day. Make sure that you're checking every single tab of all of your modules, because it's easy to miss something in your announcements. So make sure that you're checking each of your modules by the assignments tab, tests and quizzes, because you never know when a random quiz will pop up if they have not announced it. Or going into course resources, if you don't think that there's any new lectures uploaded, just double check. And this really saves you in the long run so that you don't miss anything, because I know some people have like over 100, over 200 emails that they haven't checked. But check your emails, guys. Some of it is actually important, and most of the time you might miss something if you just skip over it. My last piece of advice would be like, don't leave assignments and tests to the last minute. And I know a lot of us, you don't feel like it, you feel a bit lazy, you want to just Most of the people would say, oh, but I do the best under pressure. I'm the best at doing it, a few days before the time or a day before the time. No, university does not work like that. Whenever I've seen my friends do that and they get to the last night and they're like, oh, fine, I'll leave it to the last night. They open the assignment and realize, oh, this cannot be done in one night. And if you manage to do it in one night, your brain cells have burnt out the next day. So always make sure that you do it on time. Even if it's not just days after the fact, try to do it at least 3 or 4 days after the thing actually came out, but not 3 days before the due date. That's playing a bit fast and loose with your marks there. I really hope this helps. If you're going to start studying at university at UWC, or if you're thinking about it, or if you have applied and you don't know what to expect, I hope this helps you guys.